Hi, my name is Erica. Today we're going to learn how to make a basic skirt. I'm just going to go through a couple of the materials that you should use when you're sewing. I just want to let everyone know too, in order to make the basic skirt, you must know how to set up a sewing machine, use a simple straight stitch and a back stitch. You don't need to really know anything fancy, just how to use the machine, set it up, use the straight stitch, back stitch. So first we're just going to take a look. I have, this one's a magnetic pin cushion, so you can see nothing's falling out. You can also get a fabric pin cushion as well. Then these are my scissors. I like to mark fabric on them so I know that they're fabric scissors. You only want to use the fabric ones on fabric, and then other ones you can use for paper. This is a seam ripper. This is great for taking out stitches. If you made a mistake, you can always take out the stitch. This is our measuring tape. Just a simple measuring tape. And then I always like to have my pattern ruler with me. It's a plastic clear ruler. It's great for making patterns as well. Okay, so first we're going to start with the pattern. This is from Joann Fabrics. You can go to any fabric store. You can see it has the skirt that I want. They have books, and you just look around for the pattern that you want, and then you find the number. And so this is the pattern I'm going to use today. Inside I have my pattern pieces. Usually it comes in this brown paper, but it's a long big sheet and it has all your pattern pieces. And then you're just going to cut the pattern pieces. So I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like right here, so you can see that there's numbers. These are the sizes, so we have size 4 all the way to size 16. And you're going to choose your size, and by doing that you can just look right here. It has a sizing chart, so you could do it by your height and your weight. A lot of times these are true to size, so I just say I'm this size or that size, and I just cut that size out. So today I'm going to use a size 6. So normally what you would do, you'd have a big sheet of brown paper with the patterns on it, and you're going to see number 6, and you're just going to cut, but you do that with paper scissors. So I'm just going to show you would cut all the way down and all the way around. Okay. So I'm just going to pull this one aside, because I'm going to show you, we're going to do a size 6, so this is going to be considered my pattern piece. It's the same as that is in there, I just traced it. So first I'm going to show you guys how to lay your fabric out. Just going to pull a piece of fabric. When you get it at the fabric store, you're going to ask for a yard of fabric to make sure you have enough. You're just gonna fold it in half, and also on your pattern on the back, it will tell you exactly how much you need. So I have my yard, and then the selvage is this end here, and how you know it's the selvage is when you pull it, it's the stiffest part. There's a little bit of stretch going this way, and you see that with more stretchy fabrics, but because this is a silk, both are kind of, it's both there's no stretch, but we know that there's a little bit going this way and none going this way. And it's also the end too. You can kind of see there that it's the end. So now I'm going to put both their selvage on this side too. So I'm going to put my selvages together. Now once that's done, I'm just going to lay it out. When you're doing it, you just want to make sure that they're together and that it's even. And a lot of times with silk, it's very slippery. So for starting out, I would definitely use, it's like a woven cotton fabric. So on my pattern piece, you see that it says front and back. You have cut 2 on fold, and then a size 6, which is our size, and this is pattern piece 1. This is the center fold, which actually means that it's the center of your skirt, and you're gonna fold it in half so it makes 2 pieces. So one here, and then one here, but it's gonna be one straight piece across. So it's gonna be your front, and it's gonna be your back as well. So now it says center fold. So anything that says center fold, you want to put it on your fold. And you'll see that this your fabric created a fold. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to pin. And when you're pinning, you're going to pin all the way around. You're going to start where the center fold is first. And then you're going to pin all the way around. And I like to have the pins going from the outside in, so then when I'm cutting, they're not sticking out. So I'm just going to do a couple just to show you. So that will go all the way around. So now next, what you're gonna do with your fabric scissors, you're gonna cut your fabric piece all the way around. Now I would just make sure that you cut your notches. Your notches is to mark both sides together. So when you're putting your front and back together, your notches always go together so you know that it's even. So you're just gonna cut all the way around. So just from here all the way over. So now I'm just going to pull out my skirt. This is from using the same pattern. We're just going to flip it inside out so you can kind of see what I did. So you have your front and your back. It's the same size, so it doesn't matter. So it's front and back for a basic skirt. Now you're going to take your machine when you're sewing. You're going to put your right sides together, which is your right side of your fabric, together, just like this. And then your wrong sides are sticking out. So you would put them together. And then on your sewing machine, you're just going to do a basic straight stitch all the way down from top to bottom. And then you're also going to do it on the other side as well, just right here. Then you're going to want to either use a steamer or just an iron. And you're just going to steam your seam straight down with them open. So your seam allowance is open, and you're just going to iron straight down. So now once that's together, you're just going to fold your top depending on how big your elastic is. So this is my elastic. Just going to measure it. So I have it's 3/4. So my elastic is 3/4. So that's how much you're going to do a little bit more. So I probably do about 1 inch. Then you're going to sew 3/4. So it kind of creates a space to put your elastic through. And then make sure when you're sewing too that you leave right on the side seam here. You leave it open and you could kind of see my elastic right there. So that would be on the side seam a spot to bring your elastic through. So now we're just going to go over how to measure your elastic. So now you have a pattern piece for your elastic. And I'm just going to match it up, and it's size 6, so there's a 6 there. So I'm going to go from the 6 on this side all the way to the 6 on this side. Then with your scissors, you're just going to snip it. we'll do 6 and 6, and then just snip. Your pattern piece will tell you how long your elastic needs to be. So now you're going to take a safety pin, and you're just going to put your safety pin on the end, and you're going to close it, and then you're going to bring it through. So here's actually our safety pin right here. So I'm just going to put it on the end here and close it. And I'm going to look for where that elastic is supposed to go in, and you're just going to feed it through. Like that. And you're going to feed it all the way around the skirt. You're just going to close it with a stitch, and I'll show you. So it's just a simple straight stitch, straight through. Then you're going to push it back into the skirt. And then you have your basic skirt. So you're going to have your side seam sewn, you folded it over in your elastic. Your last step too, sometimes a lot of people like to use, if you know how to use a serger machine, this is a serger stitch right here. It's overlocking machine, it's called as well. So you can do that. If not, you can also use a pair of scissors. They're trimming scissors that you can use so it doesn't fray. And then as you see, sometimes you can decorate it as well. And I added little gems that I just hand sewed. And then let's take a look. I'm going to put my skirt on my mannequin. And really it's just a simple, easy skirt to make. Also just following the directions on the pattern. And you'll be able to make a skirt just like mine. And you can always choose your own fabric. I chose a really pretty paisley. And then you can throw on a cute belt. And then at the bottom you can see too, you can always hem it, but I just use the overlocking stitch. And if you were to hem, you're just going to fold it over, you're going to steam it, and then just do a straight stitch. But I like the overlocking stitch. And voila, there's your skirt, just like one that I have. Thank you guys very much. I hope that you enjoyed my informational video on how to make a basic skirt. Thank you. Have a great night.